Welcome. This is Barry Jones from the Angel School, and we're here for our weekly angel reading for July 11th through the 17th, 2016. So let's take a moment to really connect in with the alignment of your truth and allow everything else that is not in that good feeling place. Let those things that are distracting you or concerning you, allow yourself to just surrender those things into the hands of God and your angels. And just see yourself releasing them as you breathe in and accept the peace of God's love within your heart. And allow that love to expand throughout your entire being. See it as a light, a flower opening within your heart. And see it expanding throughout your body. Allow your cells to breathe in this higher consciousness, perspective, and allow it to transform how you see yourself in this moment. Allow it to free you to be fully open to the opportunities of abundance that is blessing you, and allow all the answers and solutions and the signs and the steps be placed before you, and allow your inner being to find delight within these prospects of love and grace that the universe is blessing you with right now. And so as we kind of tune in to the energy of this week, just getting a sense of a great deal of inner expansion that's going to really, they were talking about a new beginning. They were writing the word egg, and it just gives me a sense that something new. And I feel from the symbols that I'm seeing of the tree, and I'm feeling like there's going to be a new shift in your consciousness that is going to create a lot of new beginnings for you. They keep writing the word law, and this is giving me a sense that the law of attraction. So you're going to be noticing some different responses in your receptivity and in the way that the universe is sort of orchestrating itself to the new assurances that you will begin to feel. And it is very important for you to not have resistance to these shifts, because they're setting up for you. You have to allow these shifts or these changes, because what they're doing is setting up for you sort of new ideas or new insights of love, of the love that you are capable of, the love that you already channel, the love that you already process and produce, the love that you are already following, that guidance, that love. Even when you feel lost or distraught, it is that love that you're feeling underneath all of that. You're feeling the help of that love, and the angels want you to know that they're supporting you. You're feeling the help of that love, because you wouldn't know what the loss was or that you needed the help or what it is possible for you to do unless there was something there, something so consistent in its power and strength and confidence. The only reason that you feel anything other than that is because that's there. And really, what if you could detach yourself from those things that cause you to feel sad or frustrated or irritated, if you could separate yourself for a moment from that feeling of lack and just understand that the only reason that you are experiencing those feelings is because you are focused or believing differently than what is your core being's state of abundance, prosperity, joy, peace, love, ability, assurance, certainty. They keep writing the word can. And they want you to know that you can do this. I get a sense, as they've written this word several times now, that they are writing this word can in response to your doubts about your abilities. Whether it's an ability to be able to change something about yourself or your life, or an ability to move ahead on some new opportunity that is presenting itself to you, they really want to encourage you and help you to understand that you can. You can at this time. And the reason that this new birth of or expansion of consciousness is occurring is because the greater aspect of you, your inner consciousness, that shift that is happening within you, this is God pulling you up to that next level of experience. Pulling you out of that previous understanding of your circumstances, of who you thought you were, and especially based on the limitations that you believed were within you. And he's giving you, he's taking your hand. He's taking your hand because you've already extended it when you first realize this contrast of feeling within you that makes you feel like you're frustrated or confused or struggling or suffering. It's because he's holding your hand, and all you got to do is trust and let go and believe. Believe in the good of yourself. Believe in the good of God's love for you, and that it's strong enough and powerful enough to help you to realize your dreams and to help you to feel abundant. It can do that because you already are a part of that feeling of abundance. But what's holding you back is how you see the world. And that not just the world outside of you, but the world within you. Don't feel bad when you feel bad. That is just an indicator that your energy is split in different directions, because you can't ever shake who you are. You can't shake your truth. You can't shake God's love. And you can't shake that part of you. Well, it's not a part of you, but you can't shake the love that he created. You can't shake it off of you because it is you. And so negative emotions or these experiences, when we feel negative about experiences, this is just information reminding you that what you're believing is false. And this is the word they're writing. What you're believing about yourself and what you're believing about your life, it's false. Because you can't shake who you are. You can't shake it off because you're made of that. So the only thing that one can do is accept this understanding. And then it's like if you were in your car going somewhere, you all of a sudden you knew where you were headed, you would feel like you're going slightly in the wrong direction and that you need to be going in that other direction. And that's what that sort of controversy is about. And so as you keep going further on the path that you keep sensing is not the right one, it becomes more intense, this feeling that you have that you're not doing what's best for you. And so eventually you surrender that or give it up. Hopefully, most of us do, if we really want to get to where we're going, right? So you eventually will surrender and you will ask for help, but you can ask your angels for help. Or you will ask an earth angel, someone who you see representing the light that is reminding you, helping to remind you of who you are. Or you will just listen to that guidance within and start doing what feels better. And once you stop going along that path and you start turning the one that you are supposing is or intuitively have an instinct that this is the right way to do, right choice to make, as you do it, you will feel better until you keep feeling better and better and better. And so this is what they really want to help you to shift so that you no longer have to feel vulnerable. Because this is what they're telling me right now. When they show me a big movie screen, it means this is the big picture. This is the thing they really want you to get. And what you're really creating, what you're, the scenario you're creating. This is why you feel vulnerable, because often you spend a lot of time in that split energy place. And when split energy is the cause for negativity, and instead of listening, as they write in the word law, and of course you know that what happens is as you focus on something, it increases, it amplifies. So, but this is what makes you feel vulnerable. This is the point they want to really get to. The point of your vulnerability is that you don't ever act on that instinct, those the connections that come from your inner self that is helping you to keep getting on that, to stay on that right path or to get back on it. And so if you would practice less in that split energy or that confusion or argument within, and just trust and say, you know what, this doesn't feel good, and that is what I need to only be concerned about right now, is feeling better. And I know if I go with my gut instinct that I will. And then that's when you're going to start to feel connected. That's when you're going to start to feel like you know where you're going and you know what you want and you have this faith and this trust. And this is a practice that we just need to implement. Okay, so let's take a look at the cards for this week. And we'll start with the Archangel Oracle card. You guys, you're not going to believe it. I shuffled the cards even much longer this time, and this card appears again. So I'm getting wow, I am speechless here. So let me take a moment here, because what I'm really sensing, and that 3 weeks in a row, the Archangel Metatron, there is a priority, something of great importance is happening. And a huge shift is about to occur for us down the road. This is going to be really huge. And they're showing me, there's the big screen picture again, of course, the movie theater screen. They're showing me a tree with a book beside it, and the book is open. And what they're really indicating is that the consciousness shift, the information that's going to start to come through is just going to change everything. And this is about love. They write in the word love, okay? A higher frequency, and I feel very much that has a lot to do with they were writing the word law again, and this has to do with something universally that we have all been attracting. There's something that this is not been forced on us, but this is something that has been agreed upon at the soul level, um, on a universal level of consciousness, that oneness aspect, so those higher dimensions, like the fifth dimension and above, this new information and this shift in the way that we see ourselves, see the world, the new possibilities that are going to be available to us, the ways in which we will start attracting experiences into our lives as they keep writing law, law, law. They wrote flaw. So it's something about corrections are going to happen, especially those corrections, and they're showing me my symbol for criticism or judgment or inner judgment. So they're going to be corrections made in these inner judgments, perceptions that we see. And they wrote the month of January as probably the fruition of this. They're writing July for some reason, and this month is maybe sort of the final stages of this preparation. They're writing August, so something is going to be the actual beginning of all of this will be in the month of August, when this whole new paradigm, and the writing law paradigm of the universal laws will shift or go into effect. That which we've all been, they're writing, looking forward to. And so just begin to notice first, really believe this to be on the internal planes. And the writing is going to be sort of like a coming out for you. And they're showing me a tongue. So maybe it'll come out in expression. This is the first time I'm seeing this as a symbol, so I'm going to think of it in the way that you express yourself. Maybe notice the way that others will start to express themselves. Possibly there will be people trying to articulate experiences that they have not previously given themselves permission to fully embrace, and maybe they kept stuff, pushing it off to the side. But everything's going to start to come out somehow. I don't know how this is going to play out in the world, where truths may just start to come out. When they write the word gay, it either literally means someone is gay, or it can also simply symbolically mean just a general coming out. And they're writing the word lamp. So a truth, a light, something is going to be guiding us very differently. And they wrote the word equal, bringing an equilibrium to everything. So don't worry so much about the imbalances that you see, because those imbalances are actually creating balances. Remember the law, they're writing the word law, and what they're showing me the trunk of the tree. They want you to know that we are not falling apart, that we're connected, that the core of our purpose, and Archangel Raphael is coming through, the core of our purpose as a world is actually healing. And each one of us who are aware, as we look and put our eyes towards noticing how these things are evolving, how good is coming out of everything, that the contrast is not creating chaos, and the chaos is not a meaning of an end, but it's the beginning. It's the beginning. The laws of the universe are at play, and are strong, confident that we will achieve some of the goals that we have all come here to help facilitate. So don't allow yourself to be too concerned about things that are happening and that, you know, sometimes cause us to feel like, we can't make sense of things, and a lot of things are happening right now, but they will help with the shift of some of the things that we are all the causes and things that we're seeing, um, that need to be addressed. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and begin because I didn't realize I was that far in, but these messages have to come through, so we have to share them. So for the beginning of the week, and we have this card, the Princess of Spring, which is her she has all of these butterflies surrounding her feet, as if she's, radiant and enjoying all of the um, newness of energy of the spring season. It's kicking up lots of change, all of this new energy and vitality. It is inspiring creative energy and creative changes that are a part of the co-creating process to bring about the desires and and the changes that you have been praying for. So it's so very important at the beginning of the week, you're going to feel a great sense of energy and enthusiasm. And now, what I really want to point out is that you need to be in a very relaxed state, as if you have fun. Don't be so rigid. Be very flexible, so that you are not cramping your energy, so to speak, your creativity, the things and the ways that ideas flow. So you want to be very fluid and with your own mind, your own, creativity. You want to allow your dreams room to expand. Pay attention to this card could also represent someone with great enthusiasm that you may be able to connect with, that may help you to continue help you to really stay focused, bring some, sometimes I'm getting a feeling that you may have lost a little bit of motivation, and that this person may come in and help rekindle that, or you may have some experiences that help rekindle your focus and your passion for your divine life purpose. This does not mean that things are not, contrast is not still happening, and is creating a bit of some challenges for you. But the thing is that Archangel Metatron really doesn't want you to give up and to allow yourself to become distracted by this. The card also says it's time for you to go after your dreams. Do something that expands your horizons. Let your creativity take flight. So I feel like all three of those messages are really important to this week. So try to keep a positive outlook. This is also suggesting the attitude that you need to have for the beginning of the week. So if you've been a little bit down, then you know what? Change. Do something that'll like refresh you. This Princess of Spring, you can see she likes to have fun, and she knows that if she spends time out in nature and if she enjoys herself, that her energy flows. There will be no resistance in her. So this is also guidance for you for the week. Let's take a look at the middle of the week. Okay, and here we have the Four of Autumn. So here's this thing where you want to be careful in the middle of the week, just on the heels of that, of how you see yourself. Okay, if you can see here, the woman is looking in looking in the mirror, and she's abundant. But when she looks in the mirror, when she looks at her circumstances, she sees lack. She sees something that's false, and they were indicating that to us earlier in the first 20 minutes. So let's be a little mindful of how don't how you limit yourself by the way you perceive certain things. And so again, this sense that you don't want to hold back, you don't want to you don't want to be, you don't want to hold back, you don't want to focus on lack and then not engage in things that are fruitful for you. So if you're there's a sense that you may in the middle of the week get caught up in something where you are judging, you're looking at things and not judging them accurately. So let yourself go, okay? Don't get tense or overly concerned about things. Just go with the flow, okay? Like you have the Princess of Spring here. So the sense is to go with the flow, even in the middle of the week when you are feeling a bit cautious. You're maybe a little worried about, losing certain things. Um, you know, don't focus on lack, okay? Go with it. I feel, have a feeling that things are going to work out better for you. It says manage your resources wisely, achieve a balance in how you spend and save money, help out those who are less fortunate, okay? All right, let me just tune in and just see if I get any additional messages about this card. So there's this thing of this vulnerability thing that we're talking about before, and one of the things is that instead of following your heart all the time, you have a tendency to look back and you build a case from your past. You build your case from your past instead of listen to your heart who's speaking in the present, who doesn't need anything else but right now to hold you in it. What it does is your heart is always holding you in the present moment, holding all of you, all that you've become, and appreciating all of it, and it doesn't need to refer back. And so that is what kind of gets in your way and causes you to feel vulnerable, because you will cheat yourself out of something because you keep looking back. Don't do that. Listen to your heart right now in the moment. Okay, let's take a look at the card for the end of the week. And so we have the Eight of Winter. Now, this card is just cautioning you about being isolated or feeling. So there's an illusion here of being isolated. So one of the things is that as this inner change is going to happen, you're going to start to feel sort of isolated. But that's an illusion, okay? Because you're changing. And so what you really want to do is change your perspective. You want to recognize that if you feel like you're in a place of uncertainty that seems to make you feel isolated, just know that that's a good sign, because that means that you're not relying on your past. You're not building a case about where you are right now from the past. And now for the first time, you are not in survival mode, meaning you're coping using your memories from the past to cope with the present. And so embrace this as that you're allowing yourself to have this new perspective where you look at the present without judgment. And this means that this is going to be the beginning of you seeing yourself differently and opportunities. So it may feel like winter, for instance. Sometimes you think, you get focused on all, because winter can be kind of harsh and rough. But then when you take a look at a scene like this, and you can shift by just focusing on the beauty and the symbolism of this purity and innocence. And so this is sort of like a place of where you're going to be. So embrace it. The card says you have what it takes. If only you believe in yourself, thinking that you're powerless when you're not. A lack of self-confidence that keeps you from getting what you want. Okay? So it's going to be very important this week to see that you can get distracted because there are changes that are happening within you that are really answers to your prayers. So trust the changes because they're leading you somewhere. Okay, and the card from the bottom of the deck is the Empress. So this week, the bottom line of this week is one of abundance and opportunities. So underneath everything that's happening, it's just confirming that is, as the card says, take time to take action, the power of creativity, success that allows for a life of luxury. So underneath everything that you may feel and your perceptions will sort of waver in this week, but just know that everything is leading you to the fruition of your dreams. So don't hold back. Don't be afraid of these new feelings that you may have in this week. Don't be afraid of things that are happening that may be a bit unfamiliar. Again, what they're really asking you to be is like the princess this week, the princess of spring. Go with the flow, have fun, enjoy yourself, be flexible, encourage change, and when you feel that split energy, shift. Go with that energy and trust. Do what makes you feel better, and you'll see that the earth will just open up for you, sort of symbolically, and offer it's like a cornucopia, okay? Time of week if you are willing to go with the flow of energy that is possible. So I send you lots of love and angel blessings, and thank you all for joining us here for this weekly angel reading. And if you're looking for an angel reading, you can go to my website, theangelschool.com, which you can find in the description link below on the services page, and see what reading you would like. Also, if you are following us on Twitter or Facebook, you can find those links below, and where I do the daily card messages on Facebook, my Facebook page, and I think you can also pick them up on Twitter as well as you can get the videos through Twitter as well. So enjoy yourself, have an abundant week, allow your creativity flow, try and be open to new things, and in order for your creativity to flow, have fun. Okay, make time, make room to enjoy yourself, because when you are experiencing joy, you attract abundance, ideas, finances, everything that you need, love. That's what it really is, attracting the things that you want. So God bless you and have a truly abundant week. Bye-bye.